Good evening and welcome to this news bulletin brought to you live from this news center of the Sultanate of Oman television. First, the headlines. Minister of Tourism signs an agreement to transfer 5 projects to the Oman Tourism Development Company, Umran. An international report by Airports of the World magazine praises airport developments in the Sultanate as more than 8.5 million passengers are transported through Oman Air in 2017. A workshop in Muscat reviews pharmaceutical care and medicine safety. Good evening once again, and thank you for joining us. Those were the headlines, and now the news in detail. His Majesty Sultan Qaboos has sent a cabal of greetings to His Excellency President Field Marshal Omar Hassan Ahmed al-Bashir of Sudan on his country's independence anniversary. His Majesty the Sultan also sent a cabal of greetings to His Excellency President Raul Castro of the Councils of State and Ministers in Cuba on his country's National Day. The Minister of Tourism signed an agreement today for transferring 5 projects to Oman Tourism Development Company Umran at the ministry's headquarters. Our reporter Saleh bin Khalfan al-Rahbi has more details in the following report.
5 tourism projects in the Sultanate are to witness further development and enhancement following the signing of a transfer agreement between the Ministry of Tourism and Oman Tourism Development Company, Umran.
The agreement is the beginning of actually transferring many assets and projects to Umran Tourism Development Company. And this, in fact, is the beginning of a long-term and long relationship that we'll have with the Ministry of Tourism in order to transfer some of the heritage and hospitality assets to Umran.
Umran will manage Ras Al Jin's project, Al Houta Cave, Al Uwafia Rest House, Al Ashkhara Rest House, and Salala Rest House.
Umran will be taking over these projects starting from the end of January 2018. From there onward, Umran will be issuing expression of interest in the papers to actually invite the local private companies, especially the SMEs, to participate in managing and operating these facilities.
The transfer comes within the framework of a plan to separate the legislative and executive roles in the tourism sector. The Ministry of Tourism will look into the legislation and plan related to the development of tourism sector, and Umran Company will execute the tourism development plans. For the Sultanate of Oman Television English News, Saleh bin Khalfan al-Rahbi, Muscat.
An international report released by Airports of the World magazine praised the development being witnessed by the airports movement in the Sultanate, which strengthens air transport capacity of the Sultanate airports. The report also praised strenuous efforts being exerted in the opening of new Muscat International Airport and the upgrading of Salala Airport, which reflect the recognizable development in the infrastructure in the Sultanate airport. It is as well mentioned that the number of passengers who traveled through Muscat International Airport in 2016 reached 12 million with 16.6% growth rate. More than 8.5 million passengers were carried by Oman Air in 2017 compared to 7.7 million passengers in 2016, according to statistics issued by National Center for Statistics and Information. This increase in the number of passengers by 11% reflect the recovery of the national economy. A number of new airplanes joined Omani Air this year as the fleet of national carrier reached 48 planes used for 53 destinations locally and internationally. The number of Oman Air regular flights witnessed an increase this year and reached more than 68,000 flights compared to 30 flights in 2016. Oman Air cargo shipping witnessed a sharp increase and reached more than 98,000 tons. Despite global changes and economic conditions which witnessed by the world due to low oil prices, the Oman Export Credit Guarantee Agency Credit Oman noticed an increase in Omani exports during the previous year. The value of exports since the start of the agency's business in 1991 until November 2017 is worth 1.69 billion Omani Rials, while the value of local purchases is more than 233 million Omani Rials. Credit Oman exerted efforts in uplifting local exports through a number of services provided especially to suit the accelerated economic changes and introducing new insurance products in the insurance markets. The gradual increase witnessed by oil prices affects positively on improving non-oil Oman exports by adding a number of Omani products to the world. The average exchange rate of the Omani Rial increased to 101.3 by the end of October 2017. The Central Bank of Oman states that the exchange rate of the Rial was and is still stable due to adopting mid-term financial support procedures as well as the usage of part of foreign reserves to support the Omani Rial. Watching the Sultanate of Oman television, and yet to come in our news bulletin. With the participation of 380 shooters, rifle shooting competition concludes in the wilaya of Al Khabura. Welcome back to the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres issued a red alert to the world in this 2018 New Year statements and warned of deepening conflicts and raised anxieties about nuclear weapons. Guterres, who took office on 1st January 2017, had appealed then for a year of peace, but a year on said the world had instead gone in reverse. The former Portuguese Prime Minister also cited hastening climate change, growing inequalities, human rights violations, and the rise of nationalist movement as areas of grave concern for nations around the world. A police official said at least 36 people have died after a truck and a bus collided in western Kenya. Rift Valley Traffic Commandant Zero Aron said that today the accident involved a bus heading to the capital city Nairobi from Busia County and a truck heading from Nakuru County to Eldoret town. He said that one of the theories being examined is that the brakes of the bus may have failed, leading it to collide with the truck. The National Transport and Safety Authority has been criticized for failing to reduce road accidents, which account for around 3,000 Kenyan deaths every year, while authorities have blamed road users for careless driving and roadworthy vehicles and speeding for the accidents. Other observers say the poor road construction and maintenance are to be blamed. Firefighters battled a blaze that broke out in a 12-story building in Manchester yesterday. The 9th floor of the building, located in the city's northern quarter, was the most affected. One person has been taken to hospital suffering from smoke inhalation. New Zealanders were among the first to welcome the 2018 New Year with a fireworks display that erupted from Auckland's 328-meter-tall Sky Tower. Thousands of travelers lined the waterfront to watch brightly colored fireworks and laser lighting erupting into the night sky over the city's harbor. The laser show was bigger than 2017, featuring twice as many lasers to mark 20 years since Sky Tower opened. Half a ton of fireworks were used in a display which took 5 months of planning. Auckland Sky Tower New Zealanders celebrated the new year with a fireworks display from Auckland Sky Tower Sunday 31st December 2017. New Zealand is one of the first countries to welcome it. And now for some local news. In order to achieve requirements of e-government, Royal Oman Police ROP seeks to use modern techniques available and configure needed infrastructure for it. Royal Oman Police applied integrated solutions and used comprehensive e-systems to upgrade services provided for citizens. Project of electronic visa is one of the modern techniques which will facilitate obtaining visas through website. The system is connected with a number of related governmental bodies, any paying fees electronical through paying portals. In order to enhance traffic safety and monitoring on roads, new techniques were invented to serve traffic systems through projects of smart patrol. The 13th workshop organized in Muscat by the Directorate General of Pharmacy and Medicines Monitoring at the Ministry of Health focused on development of the level of performance of the pharmacists and their assistants working in private pharmacies. The workshop included lectures and training courses on methods of dealing with medicines, especially narcotics and drugs. It also focused on private hospitals' experiences in the field of pharmaceutical care and medicine safety. The Minister of Manpower inaugurated service of providing licenses for private training institutions through Invest Easy Portal. The new service contributed in engineering previous procedures and limit needed conditions in order to facilitate and accelerate transactions. The services will also contribute through connecting with the Ministry of Commerce and Industry through Invest Easy Portal in having license and review conditions and needed documents. Suqur Khald shooting team from the Wilaya of Ibri achieved the first place in shooting the plates in the conclusion of shooting competition in the Wilaya of Al-Khabura. 380 shooters representing the governorates of North Al-Batin, South Al-Batin and Al-Dhahira took part in the competition. The participants expressed that such events are considered important in preserving the traditional heritage and these deep-rooted sports, as well as to gather the member of the society. The conclusion ceremony was presided over by His Excellency Nasser bin Hamoud Al-Kindi, Secretary General of Royal Court Affairs. And now let's have a look at the general weather forecast around the Sultanate. Clear skies will prevail over the Sultanate with chances of low clouds and fog late at night and early morning over the governorate of South Al-Sharqiyya, Al-Wusta, Al-Buraymi and Al-Dhahira. Winds will be northwesterly light to moderate. Seas will be slight to moderate with a maximum wave height of 1 meter. More details on your screen. is the Sultanate of Oman Television. Before we end tonight's bulletin, here are the main points once again. Ministry of Tourism signs an agreement to transfer 5 projects to the Oman Tourism Development Company, Umran. An international report by Airports of the World magazine praises airports development in the Sultanate as more than 8.5 million passengers are transported through Oman Air in 2017. And a workshop in Muscat reviews pharmaceutical procedures on medicine safety. With that, we do come to an end of this news bulletin. From the entire news team and myself here in the studio, I'm Abdullah bin Ahmed Al-Rubi'i, signing off for now.